Robert Schumann was himself a pianist, but he had an accident. He had wanted to strengthen his fingers, and he tried this device, a terrible idea, that was supposed to strengthen his fingers and give them a greater stretch. Well, it had just the opposite effect. He started to feel numbness in his fingers, and this machine permanently damaged his hands, which meant that he really could not perform as a pianist in public. But fortunately, his wife, Clara, was a brilliant pianist and became his champion and his spokesperson. Shortly after their marriage in 1841, he wrote a one-movement work for her, which he called Concert Fantasy, and she performed it with none other than Felix Mendelssohn conducting the Gewandhaus Orchestra. Well, this work was successful, and Schumann wanted to expand it into a three-movement work, which he did, and which he performed later on. Now, Schumann was adverse to concertos that were simply a vehicle for virtuoso display, and he had the following words to say: "We must await the genius will show us in a newer and more brilliant way how orchestra and piano may be combined, how the soloist, dominant at the keyboard, may unfold the wealth of his instrument and his art, while the orchestra, no longer a mere spectator, may interweave its manifold facets into the scene." Obviously, that genius was Schumann himself. And in 1845, he completed the three-movement version, which Clara premiered with the Dresden Orchestra. The Schumann Piano Concerto is perhaps one of the most famous concertos in the piano literature, and undoubtedly audiences will know this work intimately. It's very familiar, the melodies are very familiar, and the work itself is so attractive both to pianists and to orchestras, as well as to audiences.